Hi guys, welcome back to 100% Mag. So just a quick look at the England setup, and of course it is an absolute disgrace that Lascelles and Joe Shelvey won't be going to the World Cup in Russia. But anyway, here is the team up on the screen now, just down in this bottom corner down here. Now Pickford, Butland and Pope have been selected as the goalkeepers. Now Alexander-Arnold, Gary Cahill, John Stones, Kyle Walker, Danny Rose, Phil Jones, Harry Maguire and Trippier have been selected as the defenders. In the midfield, we've got Ashley Young, Delph, Dia, Sterling, Lingard, Henderson, Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Dele Alli. And then in the forwards, it's Rashford, Vardy, Kane and Welbeck. Now, personally, I don't think Cahill should be going because he's a little on the older side and it should be all about the young talent these days. I'm not saying too young, of course, because we still need to go into the tournament and impress and hopefully win it as well. But I don't think Gary Cahill should be going because the way he performed against Newcastle on the last game of the season, that was an absolute joke. The way the ball came right over the top of him and he was just left dead. He should not be going, because think about that from an aspect of playing against somebody like Brazil or Germany. That ball comes over the top. England is stuffed. And that is the one factor why he should not be going to the World Cup. Ashley Young also, same factor, should not be going to the World Cup for the pure fact of that if that ball comes past, you've got players like Neymar, Messi, Ronaldo going to be playing against, and we just do not need a player like Ashley Young on the wing. He's too slow for the international game and he should have retired by now, and of course he hasn't. Fabian Delph, that should be Jonjo Shelvey in that place. I can't stress this enough. Jonjo Shelvey and Lascelles should have went to this tournament, and Southgate knows that, and Southgate has screwed up in the fact of not taking Lascelles and Jonjo Shelvey to this tournament, and it is an absolute disgrace what he's doing. And I think, to be honest, at the end of the day, I think he didn't choose him because he's an ex-smoggy, and you can't blame us for thinking that, to be honest, because there's been times where Newcastle players should have been called up and they weren't. Like Steve McLaren, there was a chance for Newcastle player to be called up and we didn't get a call up because McLaren was a boss, an ex-smoggy. Now, that is just way beyond. It shouldn't be about club level. It should just be about pure talent. If the player deserves to go, the player deserves to go. And unfortunately, looking at this England setup up on screen right down here now, this England setup doesn't look like it's even going to make it past the group stages. It's just full of absolute trash players, just players that are just not going to make it. Some of them, there is some really good players in there. Not to say the all trash, of course, because there is some really good ones like Nick Pope. He's absolutely deserved to get into there. Danny Rose as well. He's a really good player. He hasn't deserved to get in the England squad personally, but he is still a really good player. Butland is a good goalkeeper as well. Kyle Walker fully deserved to be in there. John Stones fully deserves to be in there. Alexander-Arnold somewhat deserves to be in there. Personally, I wouldn't have picked him because I think he's a bit too young, to be honest. Raheem Sterling, personally, I would have 100% picked Raheem Sterling. He has been absolutely amazing for Man City, and you can't say that he hasn't, because if it wasn't for what Sterling's done this season, scoring 24 goals, I think it is this season, that is outstanding numbers for a player in his position. Them are like Frank Lampard numbers. That is absolutely amazing. Jordan Henderson, he's been playing really well for Liverpool, but I still, personally, I don't think I would take Henderson myself. Harry Kane, Vardy, definitely 100% had to go. Rashford as well. Danny Welbeck, on the other hand, I would have left him at home, personally. But let us know what you all think down in the comments below about the England selection, what you think as well. Who would you have replaced? Personally, I would have replaced Phil Jones with Jamal Lascelles, and probably Ruben Loftus-Cheek or Delph with Jonjo Shelvey. But that's just my opinion. Of course, let us know what you think down in the comments below. As always, follow me on social media, links in the description below. Hit that subscription button down in the bottom corner. Until next time, you've been watching 100% Mags, and I'll see you later.